Well, welcome everybody to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gomer and am a podcast engineer here. And excited to bring you another episode of the Mastery of Connection show with Alan Holmes, which we do here every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific. And so this show is kind of all about networking, making connections. Uh, like Alan likes to say, it's not about me, it's about we. Um, and so to without any further ado, uh, pass it over to Alan here to kick us off. Oh, welcome, Alan.
Yes, good. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is Alan Holmes, Master Connector, or MC Holmes. Welcome to Massive Connection Show. We normally have guests. There's been some little shift around, so today is really all about updates. Just wanted to kind of slow down and just kind of introduce a little bit more about the Massive Connections and how it came about. Earlier this year, I had the honor and privilege of speaking with Emily Gomer and Kurt Roscoff, who offered me the position to just speak to you, the listening audience across the cyberspace and cyber world. Massive Connections basically is a resource of just connections, of resources, the connections that solve problems and generate additional income. So we are always looking for massive connections. And if you have a dream, an idea, or a workshop, legitimate opportunities, or just information that can be of value, please let us know and get a hold of Emily or email us at masteryofconnections@gmail.com. Now, with that said, just wanted to give you a little bit of updates. What's been going on? I know that Emily's going to stop by and share a little bit about the Paralympics, which today is officially the first day of that. For those, because anybody knows it, or for those who don't know, let me take that back. The Mastery of Connections consists of connections and resources for the veteran community, the disabilities community, and as well as mental health. So I know that, for example, there's a great supporter of this, like Project Die Hard, like the Disability Channel, and of course, my brother from another EC Marketing for All. I know he is out there somewhere in the cyberspace. We hope to have him pop up soon. Mr. Christian, are you around? Are you where you at? Where you at? Talk to me when you come along. See,
I'm
seek and you
I'm
shall
here. I'm
find,
not
ask and you shall receive.
I'm
There
here.
he is.
Definitely
There he is.
important to what's going on with the cameras, but definitely here.
No problem. Yeah, he'll be popping in when he can because we have various different resources, and one of the things we definitely want to start off is kind of the elephant in the room is the actual scams that are out there. There's a lot of resources that are out there that are not really up to par. There are individuals who do and say what basically it's not really kosher. It is something that we really take seriously here at the Disability Channel, World of Ability, and of course the Mastery of Connection show. We want to be able to give value and something that's going to help solve your problems as well as generate additional income for you. But all those resources will be and continue to be located, researched, monitored, and marketed. And one more thing, continue to be monitored. The different resources that we have in the Mastery of Connections has to do with something that is just genuinely providing that is going to be a solution. Now, what do I mean solution? Solutions are, for example, if you need uh, a good dentist, or you need a place to shop, or to buy products and services, or to generate additional income, or to basically have your energy on your solar in your home, et cetera, et cetera. So essentials. That's what we do at the Mastery of Connections. And while we're waiting for Christian to slide in here, Emily, do you want to give us the updates? There he is. Christian, let's start. Let's know. I know that you and I recently met, probably over the past couple of months. I feel like I've known you all my life, brother from another. EC Marketing for All is one of the resources that really provides value. He doesn't talk about it much, but I'll go ahead and kind of edify Christian. Christian is a San Diego-based marketing agency that when it comes to content that you, the listening audience, learn about, the search engine optimizations and all the moving parts that matter of fact, let's get right on into it. Christian, I know I met you a couple of months ago, but again, I know you don't talk too much, and we're going to definitely let you share with your conversation for all that is on Fridays. Hint, hint, ladies and gentlemen. But Christian, can you give me a little insight on, or all of us, about EC marketing for all, and what are some of the things and content and information that business owners need, or just the everyday homeowner?
Well, thank you for having me on here, and very much appreciate you and appreciate everything that everybody's doing in the back. As always, it's a joint spirit, and I think that that's part of what makes this nice and wonderful. A lot of the work has already been done, and Emily and Kurt, as well as the Today's Disability Channel, Project Die Hard, World of Ability Podcast Network, and they've laid out a great foundation. So we're able to just jump on and is it too muffled?
I can hear you a little bit. It's a muffled, but I can hear you, and I believe Emily can hear you as well.
Let me switch here.
I have different headsets, but
Oh, there it is. There it is. You're coming in
just
clear. You landed clearly, my friend.
alrighty. Yeah, EC marketing for all. And again, let me just back up here. One of the biggest things, as I was mentioning right now, is the great effort in all the work that has already been done. So that's one good thing that, or one great thing that I want to just highlight is this work has been ongoing from the Today's Disability Channel, Project Die Hard, and the World of Ability Podcast Network. They've been doing a lot of work already. They've done a lot of tremendous hours, and they do a lot of work currently. And I think a lot of the support is not there. I think getting the word out is important, but recognizing what they've already built out and some of the actual contacts or the networks and things like that that they've put together. So I think that it's great, and I definitely want to, like yourself, say thank you to the team and what is happening and what is going to happen, because we're gaining more support, we're gaining more we're gaining more support, which will then help us get more resources and help more people. So that's truly a great thing to highlight, since we're talking about connections and valid connections and content. As you guys are not as familiar with EC marketing, for all is exactly that. It is a brand that is our own, and I say that in a such humble meaning. It's something that we were able to connect with people. We've done this for many, many years, and it really grew from the heart of helping others. It was a Hispanic community that we've helped out. It was the small micro business owner or the small business owner that was in a contract, and because of the contract that they were in, they, well, unfortunately, were paying for no or very little results. And so these things matter. They matter to us, they matter to businesses, they matter to people. And so EC Marketing for All started with the foundation of just having services in Spanish or English or whatever language. We could, at that point, be resourceful for Spanish in the Hispanic market in San Diego. So that's where that was kind of born from. And we had seen, and we continue to see, agencies that don't deliver. Um, you see a lot of people in this gig market right now, which is great and it's thriving, and there's nothing against it. However, there's a difference between a content creator and a marketer. There is a lot of businesses and a lot of people think, well, if you pay an influencer, you're going to get more business. And that's not how it works. An influencer will just promote you to their network or to the level of network that they have. So explaining these things, having an understanding for these things, because as you said, there are a lot of scams, and now the government is stepping in and protecting some of these communities. Now they're changing the way that coaching is interpreted. They're changing the way that you can, when you're marketing yourself as a content creator, when you're using AI tools, you have to market, you have to actually select that you've used AI tools in order to in order to or deliver what you have. And so a lot of it has to do with protecting people, but it's gone to a scale that we need to protect businesses as well, and that's where the again legalities are coming in. That's where we've just stood on the principle of, if you are presenting yourself as something that may very well be misconstrued or perceived in a different way, then just let's be transparent about what it is, and let's make sure that we communicate that to whoever's prospect or that are interested, because that's where it matters. As you said, we're here to protect the vulnerable community, veterans, fundraising, the disability fundraising. Um, we're talking about, worthy causes, but it's also to make sure that we protect our audience, protect data, protect messages, protect information. And a lot of that is going on right now. So the best thing to do is to inform people, give people tools, and help each other out.
Absolutely. Well, absolutely. And I really appreciate all that because, at the end of the day, uh, we have to provide, and they say, as my mother used to say, put the best foot forward and provide resources that are going to be beneficial to individuals. So, on that same line, can you speak to when it comes to content, once you put it out there, uh, do you provide email campaigns for individuals who are looking to get the right message, and what would be for those who are looking to be a guest on a Mastery of Connections, or maybe they have their own business and they're a little confused or hesitant? What kind of
Okay.
suggestion advice would you share?
Well, easy marketing for all. We specialize in boosting local businesses. We make sure we use Google. It's obviously going to be one of the biggest things, as I always say, is it can either be your biggest tool or it can be your worst tool. The biggest content to start on the internet searches, all 90% of searches start out on Google. So the massive amount of data that is processed to a tune of about 70,000 searches per second, just understanding that local folks are either looking at your business for hours, menu, services. They're always looking at your business or for your services if it's not your business that they're looking for. They're looking for your services, your products. So why are we not using Google? 23 years of proven results. We've been in the marketing and sales, training, retention, customer service since 2001. So our team does deliver expertise in regards to what is, yes, social media management. We manage social media content, not just so that it looks good, and a lot of trending things where you have to get engagement, you have to get the trending topics. Well, let me ask you, Alan, when was the last time you purchased something, and did you pick up the product? Maybe did you buy ham? Can we say safe bet? Maybe let's say a loaf of bread. Let's just say with a loaf of bread. Did you say, oh, this bread, hey, neighbors, look at this bread. This bread is the one that I'm choosing. Hey, store, this is the bread. This is the good bread. No, I, I assume that you didn't hold up the bread and tell the brand of the bread about it, right?
Right.
So why are we
Absolutely.
looking for engagement? Why are we telling folks that they have to get engagement? The reality of it is that the engagement comes in when that person connects to that brand. And the best engagement is purchase, ching, or store visit, or transaction. So, yes, you mentioned in regards to what really is, what services we provide is digital content, whether you need social media content, whether you need content for email marketing. And we work independently with the owner. So that means that we do all of the work upon the owner's instructions and the strategy that we build with the owners. So these are not cookie cutter solutions that we might say, or branding, if you've already have a brand that you've already is recognized, because we've worked with bigger brands in the past. Maybe you don't have a brand and you still need digital content. You need social media management. You need logos. You need graphic. You need banners. You need brochures. We can design all of those, and we've previously been recognized for some captivating designs, print material that has been showcased in California. Our curated social media management is done in that same manner. I kind of jump back to curated social media along with our captivating designs, because that's exactly what we bring. We bring uniquely created content for each business client need, based on their audience, that aligns with their brand and that promotes their products or services. We're promoting
Okay.
public, we're promoting to the public marketplace, which now has changed from newspapers to digital consuming media. We're literally listening to a radio, or those that are speaking on digital radio now through Restream, recycled, if you will, and spread out through various ways of communication. We don't use the same cell phone that we did 5 years ago. Why are we trying to use the same technology that we did 5 years ago? Why are we not captivating folks on the internet when they're already using the internet? Make yourself look good, make yourself in a good, put yourself in a good position, so that when people are looking for a local business like yourself, that they find trending, no, that they find content that is matching to your brand, to your product, to your services, and that identifies with your brand, with your business, with your customer service. Your website should also be a reflection of that. And a lot of people will say, well, it's so many people online, there's so many things going on. Um, why would I take the extra time and get these headaches? Well, I don't know if you guys have not heard. If you didn't, we will share briefly. But there was a time where Alan Holmes was on social media. However, Alan Holmes is not, as you've shared in previous podcasts, because there's an issue with the identity, uh, your identity situation in the case that you're discussing with Legal Shield. But you not being on social media, does it make it go away, Alan?
Oh, absolutely not.
So we know that it doesn't go away. Not having a website, well, that doesn't just make things go away. That actually compounds and adds to the problems. When you understanding that if you don't control what people see for your business, that's like somebody going on to your business building and writing something bad obnoxious, rude, or don't go here, and you going, just leave it. I don't even walk through that side. I don't even see it when I come in. I go in through the front door or I go in through the other side. Does it make it go away? Is the problem
Absolutely.
there? So
Yep.
the reality of it is that these are unfortunately these are things that we have to manage today in a small business. The way that you can do it is, of course, you can learn programs and you can learn products. And absolutely, I am excited about some of the future of AI, but not because it's going to do your homework, not because it's going to fulfill or you say, oh, well, it's replacing marketers. No, absolutely not. It is wonderful. It is a wonderful tool, just as AI cannot replace a doctor. Career folks have nothing to worry about when they say, well, AI is taking over jobs. Well, absolutely. Not sure exactly what kind of job an AI bot can do and replace a human being because, see, one of the biggest things working with local business and business owners, you guys wake up in the morning and don't you have problems with your email alone?
Absolutely.
Just the
Right.
email. Forget AI. Just open up an email and we've already got this and that. And wait a minute, I can't even get a hold of my passwords. We're trying to fast forward in industry and business for web and things because it's the topic. It's trending. It's buzz. Okay, well, that's great. But if your customer base doesn't begin to or want to or feel comfortable with, thank you for contacting us. Please, we are not available. We are on the other line. If you'd like to speak to someone, please press 1. If you'd like to start your ordering, please press 2. See, there's a way to do it, and especially with local businesses. This one on one, Alan. Hey, Alan, good morning. Nice talking to
Good
you.
morning,
How
young
can we
man.
help? How can we help you
Absolutely.
today? There's the
Well,
difference
absolutely.
between an AI program and a person, and that's the difference. That's what's true. That's what matters. And the more and more people see, we are a US based business and we do not outsource a thing. When we're working for our veterans, when we're serving our veterans, well, any of our communities, we just simply don't, we choose not to outsource anything. We choose to keep the teams local. And we also mentioned because there are Hispanic communities that do recognize Hispanic market and Hispanic actors and actresses. We've worked in advertising space with some of the big names in the industry from Telemundo, Univision before, and they've done commercials for clients. What I'm getting at is that we want to make sure that we're transparent. We want to make sure that we're behind the mission that we say. And our mission, what started out and what really got uh, EC Marketing for All really started was the mission to provide services for all. That's it. Exactly right there. So no matter who it was, and back then we look at our resources, we were able to speak Spanish. We were able to help folks in Spanish, and we were seeing the unfortunate issues that were happening because the person only spoke Spanish. So we were already in business, we were already in management, we already had gone through customer service and training. We have done a lot of marketing materials and a lot of training through uh, some earlier programs. And it all comes back down to everything that we had said is providing service first. Selling is not what we do. We're here to serve on the foundation of equality, diversity, equity, and inclusion as part of our core values before it became national discourse. Our mission is to serve small and underserved businesses, underrepresented businesses, starting with those in our communities. And that's what we've been doing. That's what we continue to do. Now we've joined with Mastery of Connections. We've joined with Emily and Kurt and Project Diehard, today's Disability Channel, and the World of Ability Podcast Network. Uh, and let me say, that is not something that we take lightly. That is something that we just see the all possible outcomes of greatness, because there's no limitation. There's no limitation to what we can do on a daily basis. And if we're able to be side by side, and as we always say, we have the easy job, we get to reflect the business or the organization's hard work and dedication. So we have think of us as a small mirror, if you will. We just know how to hold that mirror up, boy, in all sorts of places, in all sorts of ways, to make sure that what you're wanting to reflect is actually in that manner reflecting to that audience or to that person. And that's what I mean is we're just a small reflection of what the organizations are doing. And we're just tired of people getting scammed. We're tired of people getting taken advantage of. We're tired of people picking up that phone and calling back, and it's somebody that is doesn't recognize you, doesn't understand you, doesn't I mean, how frustrating is it to turn on your computer and you turn on your phone, or there's an issue? You turn on your cell phone and there's a problem. So why are we doing this with our businesses? Why are we doing this with our service people? Why are we doing this for our disability folks? Like, this is all something that, and it's not new. So that's where, again, that's where the heart and our mission has come from. That's what we have uh, really kind of, uh, if you will, grown from because of the Spanish services that we offer. We've grown out of it. That's not our niche market, if you will, either. We just offer services. We offer free audit services to better serve your email marketing, to better serve something to cut cost. And that's what we start off with each and every one of our clients, to bring them that value from the beginning. Is where can we cut you cost, and what alternatives you can use so that they're low cost alternatives or zero cost alternatives that your business can start utilizing, and so that you can make more of a presence online. The internet's not going away, and more people use it now, and more people will see you online than will ever actually shop with you in store or in your location or in your services or reach out to you. So why do we not polish up our online visibility, our social media content, our website?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you for that incredible overall, because you have actually supported the Massive Connection for the past couple months. And again, I feel like I've known you all my life, and I really appreciate that overview, which is in perfect alignment as we wind down. Those for check on who are listening around the world, and our listening audience. EC Marketing for All. Go ahead and figure out. FamilyShieldPro.com is one of the pages that I'm working with, collaboration with Christian. But if you want to, Christian, go ahead and give your direct link and our contact information for those who are listening, saying, you know what, wow, how do I get started with my idea project business? And then we'll be bringing Emily in to talk about the closing out the show with the, I believe, Paralympics, who's in the disability, space. Go ahead, Christian.
Yeah, the Paralympics, and I know she's gonna have more information in regards to that. But one of the things, and we were talking about, we didn't talk too much about marketing, but Paris Summer Olympics, the Paralympics, a lot of Parisians had moved away from the Olympics, and so there's been a big push to get folks to get reintroduced into this international multi sports parasports event, and they did it with a marketing theme of video games. And if you look at every industry right now that's just making fist, I mean, we're talking about money over fist, just it's insane, is the video game industry. And we talk about, and we can discuss on this on another topic, but you say the budget and funding, and wait a minute, the video game industry. Let me go ahead and just wrap this up with 2024 Summer Paralympics is, and there's giant, obviously the marketing behind it. The game is not over. So it goes back to game over
Mhm.
being something that if anybody put in a coin into the arcade machines at one point in their lives, you had a beautiful childhood. But also, we knew what that game over was about. And so the Paris Paralympics guide and the way that they're marketing and the way that they're doing that has a place into the audience where the game's not over. And so just to speak about uh, branding, about recognition, about marketing, the Paralympics are doing it with the not games not over. And they can reach me at ecmarketingforall.com. That's EC, like Edward Charlie, marketing, marketingforall.com. You can also email info at ecmarketingforall.com or conversation
Awesome.
at
Fun.
ecmarketingforall.com. You got it. And again, thanks for having me, Alan. Appreciate your time and consideration. And we'll touch base soon.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you tune in next week for the Great A MC Mastery of Connections, and also Conversation for All is actually Fridays at 1 o'clock Pacific. So check on with that as well. Emily, where are you, Kurt? Let's close it out by sharing with a little bit more of where the mastery of connections can be shown, as well as giving us a little bit updates on EC marketing for where they can be seen. And finally, I know I'm throwing a lot at you, just to give us a little bit information about the Paralympics and what can we expect as we are celebrating the very first day, August 28, 2024, of the Paris Olympics, Paralympics that is occurring.
So the um, shows can be found on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, um, Master of Connections YouTube, uh, and so on. And we'll get them up on Easy Expo as well. As far as the Paralympics, it starts today, in a couple hours here, and runs through September 8th, over in, I believe, Paris. Um, so, encourage everyone to tune into that. Kurt, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yes, absolutely. The Paralympics are, important to us all, in that, mastery of connection. So when we're talking marketing today, so if we want to look at all of our opportunities in marketing, we can reach faith communities, we can reach nonprofits, NGOs, we can reach the educators out there, we can use civic spaces, business community, business networking where all of us met. And, with all the fun things we do in life, whether it's hobbies, pastime, leisure activities, travel, so on and so forth. It's very exciting to see these athletes travel to Paris, and from all the designations that these athletes come from, all the nations, and how we make a global effort of including diverse ability athletes, and to have the triumphs and to win a medal, and all the elation, and be able to showcase abilities, and to be able to show the potential, of a person who in other arenas might be viewed as that person with a disability and having that stigma of limitations. So these athletes are overcoming those societal dynamics and those things that can, kind of limit us in our connections in life. And this is a story that I share in my life. I'm 52 years old, and it took till I entered my 40s before I realized the connection I was missing with the disability community. This is 2 billion with a B as a boy, 2 billion people around the world. So when you watch the Paralympics, ask yourself, how well are you connecting to that community that these diverse ability athletes represent, and represent in a way that the rest of us watching could never do the way they are doing? All right, back to you, Emily. Back to you, Alan. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you so much for attending, ladies and gentlemen. As we always say, the Mastery of Connection. You never know what you're going to get when you stop by. What an amazing show we had! I believe, as always, with the incredible EC Marking for All, Christian Mendez. So again, Fridays at 1 p.m. Make sure you stop by. Thank you, Kurt, for being who you are and sharing the incredible connections with the Paralympics. And of course, we call her the boss, the legendary Miss Emily Gomer. Take us home before we say goodbye.
To thank everybody for coming, and we are here every Wednesday. So I'd love everybody to tune in or be a guest. So, so until next time, everybody have a safe and productive week, and stay happy.
Thank you.